Hello everyone. Welcome to the lecture series of Computer Networks. I am Harsh Khattar, working as Assistant Professor in Department of Computer Science and Engineering at ABES Engineering College, Ghaziabad. Today, this is the first lecture of Computer Networks. We will see what is the requirement of computer networks, what is the curriculum, what is the advantage of using computer network. Very first thing is, what is the use of computer networks? Why it is introduced in the BTech course? Why we are studying here the computer networks? Currently, we all are using the mobile gadgets, laptop, desktop, and yes, we are dependent on internet. Even right now you are seeing the video lecture. So, this is through the proper internet and the communication. This is through the computer networks. As it is shown in the slide, that we have various things like mobile devices which we are using. Can you imagine your life without mobile devices right now? So, directly or indirectly we are dependent on this. So, here computer networks helps you in understanding the thing, what is the need of computer networks, how you can use the network for your ease, for your benefit, to make your life easy. Okay? So, there are some set of rules which need to be followed while communication of devices. Like, I am communicating with you, I am communicating with my students. So, we are using our language, but how the devices are communicated? This is through the computer networks. Not only the mobile devices, not only the computers, we have so many things where we are using this computer networks technique. So, this is the first thing which we need to understand, what is the use of computer networks. Like, I need to pay something, I need to pay a bill, I need to recharge my mobile phone. How it is possible? I am now doing the internet payments through the various websites. Now, we are just transferring the amount within the bank accounts on one click. How it is possible? Yes, we are saying, okay, there is a Google Pay and we are clicking on it and that is done. We are using a Bheem app and we are transferring the amount, that is done. But on back end of this one click, what is the steps, what are the steps to follow, what is the process behind this, is through the computer networks. Not even this, we are using the television, we are using the media, we are seeing the entertainment. Now, the voice over IP, we are talking about the generations. Yes, 4G, the speed is high, how it is happening? So, these are some questions which we will see and discuss here in computer networks. And I am sure these lectures, this lecture series will help you out in finding all the answers. As you all are aware about the marketing tendency, means we are using the e-commercial websites. Now, most of the people are ordering, especially in this pandemic time, we all are ordering the goods from the online websites. There are so many websites which are available and we are buying all the items by comparing them. So, how it is possible? Through the network, through the devices. And yes, believe me, there is a huge infrastructure which is deployed for your ease, so that on a single click you can order the items, you can do the payment and you can receive the products. So, this is happening through the better computer networks and its organization. Now, if I talk about other things, so it is not all about the devices. The devices with their softwares, we are using all the applications. So, in these applications, WhatsApp, take an example of WhatsApp. Through WhatsApp, single application, you can send the images, multimedia. How it is possible to send the multimedia through the signals? I am sending a WhatsApp image to my friend. How it is possible to get the image and convert it and flow over the transmission media? How my friend is receiving it? And yes, this is again a part of computer networks, how you are seeing the double tick. Yes, my friend has seen a particular image, means there is something which is notifying me. We are just seeing about the application that is there, but on the back end, the complete communication media is there. So, how the things are done? These are some questions which I am remaining it open manner, and we will see the answers of all these questions in the coming slides. So, this is the basic need. Now, why the name is computer networks? What exactly the network is? So, I hope now it is very clear that what is the use of computer networks. These are some points which are mentioned here, but there are endless scope of computer networks. All the services which we are using right now are on behalf of the computer networks. So, let us have a look what exactly the network is, and then what is the definition of computer networks. So, what is network? We are communicating with each other. This is one network. We all are the physical entities and we are communicating. Basically, communicating means, yes, I am expressing myself and you are going to understand the things. Then you are expressing and I am perceiving your ideas. Okay. So, here when we are talking about the physical independent devices which are placed and we are communicating with each other through the devices. So, that is a particular network. What is the role of network? Network means the sharing of resources. Okay? Either we are talking about the sharing of ideas, sharing of thoughts, sharing of the topics, the information which I am floating here by this lecture series. What is computer network? So, I am sharing my ideas over the subject and you are receiving this. Now, the same thing is happening here in a network when we have the nodes. So, what type of sharing is there? The sharing can be of any type. Either it is through the logical sharing, the sharing of files, folders. We are sending the files to my friend. I am sharing a photo over the WhatsApp, Facebook. I am using these applications, and how my friends are receiving this? Through the network. Or we are talking about the hardware sharing, means I am sitting in my workplace in my college and over 10 faculty members, there is one printer. There is one modem which is placed and I am using the internet connection. In your home, we have seen, yes, there is a broadband router and you all are using that particular broadband connection, and yes, it is formally working. So, this is a role of networks. So, this is particular thing network. Now, what exactly the computer network is? Now, related with the computer. Everything which we are talking about in terms of computer. Now, we are using the computers in our hand, means our mobile phones. Can you compare the working of computers and the mobile phones? Now, high-end mobile phones are there. Even some of the students are carrying the mobile phone with the higher configuration than your laptop. Even in my mobile phone, there is a 8 GB of RAM, and in my laptop, there is a 6 GB of RAM. So, now you can perform all the tasks. Yes, there is some sort of dependency that yes, the screen is small, that is another thing. But we can do all the things here. Okay. So, what exactly the computer networks is? Let us talk about the formal definition. So, the definition is a group of interconnected physical devices, physical nodes, physical computers and related devices which share their resources, which are sharing the resources. Why they are sharing their resources? To perform a specific task or to perform a set of tasks. So, that is the formal definition of computer networks. I will also show some of the references where the beautiful definitions are mentioned, like there are two important books about the computer network. One is the Tenenbaum and another one is the Forozan. So, yes, you can also refer the definition of those books, but this is a collective definition which speaks everything. Means we are talking about the independent, interconnected physical devices are there which are collectively working. Why they are working? For a common task. Okay, just to share the resources. So, here these are some important points when you are trying to give the example. So, these terms must be mentioned in the definition. This is a very important part. Okay. So, when there is a definition of 2 marks in the exam, so kindly make it note that these words are very important. The independent physical devices, sharing of resources to perform a specific task or series of tasks. Okay. So, in this manner we can say yes, this is a basics of computer network. So, right now I discussed about the basics. Let us go in detail about this thing. So, what is a journey of networking? From where the networking starts? Means we know that the when we have a necessity, then we have something to be invented here. Okay. So, when we are talking about the 1850s, when the information is floated toward the papers, means we have the telegrams there, okay, and then when we have the early era of computers in 1950. So in 1950, we know that we all are aware about, in the first year and second year you have seen about the basics of computer, where there is a large computer which is placed in a particular room, even more than area of a room, okay. So these type of computer which are specialized to perform a specific task only, okay. So this is the early era, and then as the time passes on, the clubbing of the task is performed by a particular computer. Then we have also used the communication medium through the computer. So we can relate it, yes, the 1950s are the early times of the computer. So you can see here the diagram which is mentioned here, and at that time we have a single central axis, yes, there is a common condition is there, and everybody is communicating through this part, and yes, we are talking about a small network. So the systems are made up of only the transistors. Now we have the microcontrollers, ICs, okay. So this is some example which we have seen in the early eras of computers. Then as the time passes, we are moving towards the middle era. Yes, the history is so long, and I have briefed it into a single slide here with the representation of two phases. So this one is basically the early phase, early age, and then the middle age. I am talking about the middle age, it is not in between the 1980s, yes, I am talking about the year 2000 to 2010. So in this era, we have something with us which is a revolutionary one. We have the mobile gadgets with us. We are sending the packets, sending the messages through the packet switching. Means initially there is a circuit switching, then we know that yes, there is a 2G and then 2.5G, which is known as the GPRS. So we have seen that the earlier mobiles where the small symbol of GPRS was mentioned there. So at that time, yes, we can send the data, we can send the multimedia over the internet. Yes, that was possible at that time. So I am considering this as a middle age of computer networks, because currently in the state where we are standing is far better than that particular one decade before, okay. So you can consider this middle age where we have invented more satellites for the communication purpose. We have some interactive systems. You are now using the high-end services, but at that time still we are using those services with the minimum functionalities, okay. So packet switching is basically the technology at that time which we were using. Still we are using in some of the mobile phones, we are using the 2G and 3G network. So not only the phases, there are so many things which are depend on these phases, like the bandwidth, the speed, the data transfer time. There is a error ratio, means if I am sending my packet and the packet is going to loss. So now there are some improved versions which we are seeing here. At that time, in the early eras, we have the antenna and we need to set it out. Then we have the set top box there in the middle age, and now we are using, yes, we are streaming over the internet. So how it is possible? It is based on our requirement. So when we are moving with the fast pace, so it is our responsibility to understand what exactly happening in the network. What is this the thing which we are using? So in this subject in computer networks, we will go in depth to understand how the communication is happening, how it is happening, how we are doing these things. So on one click, what is happening and how, okay. So these are some questions which we will see in these upcoming 40 lectures. Yes, I don't want to talk more on the current scenario because this is the live example. You are seeing my video, okay. So this is the example of current scenario where we are using a high speed. Initially we need to download the video and then we will see, means this type of streaming was not possible. But now, yes, without any lag you are able to see my video. It is like the interactive class. You are using the applications where you can send the questions and I can answer. So this is the role of computer networks in the current scenario. So this is the journey, and if I talk about the course outcome, after studying this course, what we are expecting, what you will able to perform, okay. So let's talk about this. These course outcomes are basically prescribed by the university. You will see the syllabus and you will get these lines mentioned there. Means when we are talking about the course outcome, outcome means, yes, after studying these 5 units, after clearing the exam, after the study of this lecture content, you will able to understand about these basic points. So, the inner details of this computer networks is comprises of the 5 units, and this retains with the 6 outcomes, like what is the basic structure of computer networks, how the reference model works. So, there is a OSI reference model which is mentioned in the syllabus. All the networking components are based on this OSI, and yes, when we are talking about the de facto method, that yes, all these references are through the TCP/IP model. So, it is clearly mentioned in the course outcome that yes, this is a very important part. After that, we will see how the linking of data is there, how your data, if I am sending a hello message over the WhatsApp, so how it is transferring from my device to the network and network to your friend. So, this is basically the communication channel, and how the data is going to transfer means with the help of frames. There is a framing method which is used. There should not be any error. If a user is receiving with the error, then how this error control can be performed. So, these are the important points. Next is the important one. We all are aware about the IP addressing, but how it is happening, how we can do the IP addressing, what is the logic behind this. So, we will study this in the computer network. So, believe me, this is a very interesting part to understand how the IP addressing is there. We can say yes, 192.168.1.255, what exactly this means. Okay. So, we will study everything in depth. This is the basic networking system, basic IP addressing in unit number 3. Then we have a transport layer function, means we have seen, yes, so many students are doing the reservation through the IRCTC portal, and there is a window of session. After a particular time, the session is expired. How the session is expired? How the website is maintaining this thing? So, this is through the networking. And how the connection is maintained. You have seen that in some of the websites there is an error, yes, there is a malware. Okay, accept this website at your own risk. What it means? Means there are some security standards over the internet, over the network, which are not fulfilled by a particular website. And yes, we ignoring these type of warnings and say okay, okay, continue, okay, continue. But there is a reason behind this, why the pop-up message is shown on your window. Okay, to notify you, yes, this is a harmful website, or this is a harmful content which you are going to traverse. So, this is very important thing to understand these type of things. Next is we have a session presentation. This is again a part of unit number 4. And in the last unit, which is a unit number 5, which is based on the applications, what we are using. We are basically interacting with the applications. Suppose I am sending this video, so I am using a YouTube application, I am using the particular web browser to upload a particular video. So, here I am interacting with the applications, but with the application there are some set of rules, there are some protocols which are collaboratively work with the particular application to give you the services for your ease. Okay. So, this is the complete structure which defines these 5 units. Okay. So, these are the 5 units as per the university curriculum, which we will see in the coming 40 lectures. First unit is about the basics, the introduction, how the communication is happening, what are the types of network, how many types of network are there. These all basic terminologies, types, goals, applications are covered in unit number 1. Unit number 2 is with respect to the basic medium and yes, data link layer. Data link layer means, as I said, the framing part, how the data is going to communicate, how the data is sending over the communication channel. So, these things are mentioned there. Basically, data link layer has 2 parts. So, we will see these details in the coming slides, coming lectures. Unit number 3 is the network layer. So, as you are seeing here in the slides, it is mentioned that we have some introductory part, then the physical layer, then we have data link layer, network layer, transport layer and application layer. These are the key pillars, okay, of computer networks. These are the layers which work together to allows you for the communication, the better medium, That's why we are studying the computer networks. Means if we are unable to communicate with each other through the devices, then there is no use of computer networks. So here the basic syllabus is designed through these 5 units. Okay. Now, if I talk more about the unit number 3, which is the network layer not only talk about the IP addressing. The reason behind the IP addressing is what is the route you follow. Take an example. In morning you are going towards your college, and you know today is a Monday, it is a heavy traffic day on the highways, so you are using some alternate routes. Okay, suppose I am coming to my home, back to my home from the college, then I am seeing okay, it's a evening time and it is a rush hour, and today is a rainy day, so I am preferring to go with a route where there is no mud on the roads and the road is also clear. Might be it will take more distance to travel. Okay, so the same thing is with the data when we are transferring. When you are sending a WhatsApp message to your friend, hello, how are you? So this message, the first thing is this message is coming and converting into the data which is relevant to transfer. And the second thing is, yes, now it is prepared. Suppose you are ordering a parcel and now the parcel is ready, it is packed now, but there is someone who is dispatching it, who is receiving it, the delivery boy, and then delivery boy is sending to a appropriate address. The same thing is with the networks, and this is the thing which is hidden from us. We are unable to see this thing, but the logic behind this is on behalf of these 5 units and the layers of computer networks. Okay, so this is very important part. So when your packet is ready, your data is ready, then we are choosing a medium. Medium means either it is a wired medium or wireless. We have seen initially the data transfer was through the modem lines, the telephone lines. Okay, BSNL, MTNL lines were there and the data and the signals are there, the analog form. Now it is digital form. Now we are transferring through the mobile devices, means through the wireless medium. So how it is possible? There are the types of networks which we are using, types of communication media. Okay, there are various types of data which we can send. So we will study all these things here in the 5 layer. When we are talking about the security, how much this is secure? If my data is over this medium, means I am sending hello, how are you? So this is the data which is in the air. So can I say it is a secure thing? Means might be anybody can steal the data and decode it and understand, yes, this is the thing. Means we are also logging our credentials, the passwords, we have some pins. When we are transferring the amount from one bank account to another bank account, or we are doing some transactions, financial transactions. So how it is possible? It is very important with respect to the networks to maintain the security, maintain the integrity. The network must be reliable so that you can use the network. Okay. Now we have seen in the last 6 months there is a growth in the e-transactions. How it is possible? Means we are relying on it. We are trying to use the e-transactions more than the handling of cash. So how it is possible? Because we trust the system, yes, there is a proper security. Okay. So we will also discuss about the security in this unit number 5 and how the networks is integrated with this security part. Okay. So this is all about the unit 5 combination, and yes, there is a theory exam of 100 marks. We have choices as well. So 20% weightage of each unit is there. You will see all the questions from all these units, and all the topics are important. I will discuss all the important questions after the end of particular lecture. From today's class, we have some questions. What is the need of computer networks? Okay, and how we can use the computer network? What is the definition of computer networks? To study this, you can refer these video lectures, as well as there are some reference books which are prescribed by the university. You will see the link is mentioned here in the slide as well, that this is a syllabus of AKTU. This is a syllabus which is mentioned on the AKTU website. These are the 8 standard books you can refer. I will prefer the first one and the second one for the major content, and yes, I will also refer the other books as well. There's especially for the TCP/IP protocol, there is this book is a good one to understand the basics about the internet. Then we have this book. So you can choose the books as per the topics, and for the general computer networks, you can use the first two links. So there are everything which is mentioned in a proper manner in these books. Okay. So this is all about the books. You have the access of various websites where you can get the notes as well, but as I suggest to you that the book Forozen is very well written. You will get all the important notes in the chapters. You will see, yes, this is a complete paragraph, and after that, yes, this is a short note, a summary sort of thing, which will help you in understanding the topic as well as for the university exam. So this is very important, and for the depth explanation, you will see the complete explanation in this Tenenbaum by the Prentice Hall. So this is also a very good book. I will also refer these books in the slides of the upcoming topics to cover the things. Apart from this, you can also refer the video lectures of NPTEL, which as mentioned here. I have mentioned the two links. One is related to the video content like this one. Both are by the IIT Kharagpur professors. I also refer these videos to understand some topics in depth. Okay. So, yes, I have not mentioned the reference here, but already these contents are sufficient enough to understand. I will add some more examples here. So, these are the two things. One is the video content which is mentioned here, and this is a web link where you will see all the PDFs, all the assessments as well. So, you have now three options of the video lectures. One is this lecture recording, another one is this video lecture, and there is one web reference. So, this is all about the introduction of computer networks. I hope now you are able to understand that what exactly the need of computer networks is, okay, and why we are studying this topic. This is a very important subject for this semester. This is all about the introduction video. In the next class, we will discuss about the goals and applications of computer networks in detail. Thank you.